Well, we're into the second half of September, and as expected, thankfully, a month that is actually turned out as predicted. It has been a very changeable, cool, and wet September thus far, and it looks as if we are going to continue to see that over the next couple of days. However, we are potentially going to see a little bit of a change, a little bit of a fight between Atlantic low pressure to the west and continental high pressure to the east as we go through the weekend and in the next week. But thanks for clicking on to the Tuesday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. It's the 19th of September, just a few days until I release the October Outlook. But certainly the pattern has been stuck in a rut really throughout the month, with the Atlantic being the main driver. But it does look as if we are going to see a bit of an atmospheric battle, tug of war, if you will, across the British Isles as we end the week and into and through the weekend. We are going to see the fight between Atlantic weather trying to move in from the west, but we have resistance with high pressure further east. But through the course of today, it is mainly dry, sunny, and fairly pleasant in that sunshine, with a ridge of high pressure overhead. But lurking out over the Atlantic, we have got a developing system here. We've got one area of low pressure pushing up towards Iceland, but a secondary low kind of forming on the jet stream here at the basically at the lower end of this trailing cold front. We've got this system kind of developing. It moves through over the course of tomorrow, bringing spells of wind and rain across the British Isles. And unfortunately, because of high pressure to the east, this frontal system is actually going to be a slow mover, and with a bit of a ripple in the boundary, we are going to see quite a lot of rain pushing across southwestern England through Wales and into the northwest of England here, where rain totals may mount up to a good couple of inches, maybe 3 inches, when all is said and done. That system clears eventually, then we'll have another system coming in during the day on Friday, while at the same time we've got this monstrous area of low pressure over the Atlantic here. Very, very strong, very large, encompassing the majority of the North Atlantic, in fact. But at the same time, we've got a Scandinavian high pressure system that's building and retrograding west. So while we've got this frontal system that's going to try and push into the UK, at the same time we've got an area of high pressure that is building west, and that is going to slow the eastward progression of this frontal system as it pushes through into the weekend here. So it does look as if we are going to pick up a southerly airflow. Temperatures in the southeast of England could get 21, 23 Celsius and fairly mild throughout the British Isles with that southerly airflow. But of course, temperatures will be pegged back because of cloud and potentially rain incoming. But it will be a slow process here. The resistance of that high over Scandinavia, over Russia, is trying to kind of push back that area of low pressure and the front coming in from the west here. Eventually, I think what we're going to start to see is, even into the day on Monday, if you notice here, that frontal system is really just kind of stuck over the British Isles here, trapped between these two weather systems. But it does look as if, even as we go into the early part of next week, the Atlantic loses the fight of the Scandinavian high. The Scandinavian high retrogrades and pushes back this frontal system, pick up a bit of a cool easterly wind, and therefore we could see some kind of shower activity pushed into the eastern areas with a wind coming in from the east southeast here. But as we go through next week, that high wins out initially, and then it looks as if the Atlantic may make a return once again to the UK through the second half of next week here. So it does look as if high pressure eventually wins out, whether it be this weekend or the early part of next week. That remains to be seen, still a long way off, but certainly it looks as if we are going to see a little bit of a change as we go into the weekend and into next week. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.